question, and I said, this is going to be a bit mean. And I asked him, I said, you are the candidate with arguably the greatest advantage in this race. Between your vice presidency and your not being bogged down by the impeachment trials, how do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe you can win the national election? And his immediate response was to question, in sort of an aggressive tone, whether I had been to a caucus before. And being intimidated by the vice president, I nodded yes, and I have not, and I told people that. It was a response I gave without thinking. And his immediate response to me was, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. And then just went on about how I had to be honest. And then he sort of gave a somewhat explanation about how he has the black vote and other candidates don't. And how he's gotten endorsements, and Iowa is not really representative. But it seems to me that American politics are very much centered around momentum and enthusiasm and sort of the movement of your campaign. And from what I can gather, his campaign is very stagnant. And so I tried to frame that in a polite way because I thought it would give him a chance to sort of make himself shine and explain himself. You know, because I'm a freaking college student. What do I know? And I figured there was potentially other dynamics that I didn't know about that he could explain. And that really didn't seem to be the case. From my perspective, he just kind of abused a very lopsided power dynamic to sort of bully and intimidate me and then give his answer. So it was a little nerve-wracking because I left in tears because I was afraid the media would frame me as some liar, because the vice president had just called me a liar on national TV. So I definitely was nervous, but it really hasn't panned out that way, and I'm really grateful. I was afraid of getting canceled, and what was I going to say? Basically, it's hurt his campaign because he really showed his true colors, and he's getting his due attention for that.